on a concern we have, it's unfortunate we don't have time. I call on the Electoral Commission to immediately call all the parties and reconcile the data. I hold in my hands here the register, and I had a meeting with our elections directorate in Assin North. Will you believe that strange names have found their way into the register when you compare the 2020 register, which was used for the voting, to the current register? Because there hasn't been any new registration. First-time voters have not been registered. So how is it that if you take the electoral register, we are seeing additions, strange names? So it's one of the major issues that we are going to be raising later today.
The Assin register,
in the Assin North register.
Okay.
Yes, and I call on the Electoral Commission to immediately call all the parties and explain how come this is happening. I mean, you take the register at the polling station code is B170705B, Catholic Primary School, Assin. The 2020 register does not tally with the 2023 one, which has been provided for this Tuesday's election.
Okay, I get it.
Additional names added. Same for Funeral Grounds Breku polling station. Additional names added. Same for DAJSS Breku. Additional names have been added in the current register. You know, very troubling developments.
So where are the additional names?
So there, you go to the last page. So let me demonstrate.
If you can demonstrate one with him,
yes,
at least
yes,
one.
Yes. So the one that has been marked, this one, that's the additional
yellow one.
Yes, that's the additional.
There's an additional name.
Yes. And then you take this one. These are also additional names at the Catholic Primary School, Assin.
And you brought it to the notice of the Electoral Commission.
Yes, they'll be doing that this morning. I was tasked that since I was going to be on air this morning, I should also re-echo the point so that the Electoral Commission.
Whenever I say my PENDREAM TV, there, I see them, yopo.
So, yes, we were in court, and I mean, there are machinations. Have you ever heard in this country that now the AG is also committed for prosecution, which is really persecution, that he wants the Honorable James Kwesi to appear in court every day on a daily basis? I mean, many people have been asking, number one, where is he? All of these, the people who are killing people all over the place. We're just discussing the police killers, the Ahmed Swale's killers.
The lawyers have said that every case is unique.
Unique. So suddenly even with Kwesi, they were not pursuing this matter on a daily basis until the Electoral Commission announced a date for elections. And so, look, it's clear, the whole thing. And that's why I agree with the eminent Justice Dorsey, former appeal court judge, who says that, look, this whole Kwesi thing is an embarrassment. It's a national disgrace. And he says that the Supreme Court erred big time, to quote him verbatim. I have heard the venerable Professor Kweku Asari, who doesn't mince words. He says that this is the worst judgment he has come across. He's embarrassed to teach his law students this matter. Look, we are the same people. And you see these guys, either they forget their promises that they make to the Ghanaian people, selective amnesia, or policy contradiction. They are the same people out there spending so much of our money, scarce taxes, on year of return. Ghanaians in the diaspora, come back home. African Americans in the diaspora, come back home. This gentleman has come back home, has received his renunciation certificate way before the 7th of December when he contested. Article 94.2 is very clear. As a member of parliament. It doesn't say as a parliamentary candidate. You know, when do you become a member of parliament? And it is clear that it is only because we have a hung parliament. That is why the Honorable Kwesi, the affable, dynamic, very hardworking Honorable Kwesi, is being hounded, being victimized. But you see, as I keep saying, history teaches us that people don't learn from history. But persecute Assin every day in court. As he himself put it, bring a bed at the High Court. The people of Assin North will still vote for him. In 1951, the Osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, my all-time mentor, was in prison. The Ghana people in Greater Accra, not even in his hometown in Nkrofo, voted massively for him to the Legislative Assembly. Massively, he had over 90% of the votes. He wasn't there to campaign. So they should do their worst as they keep doing. Look, I have come here today, and it's unfortunate that we don't have time, but I picked up a good number of official reports, parliamentary Hansards, looking into the works, the debates, and contributions of Honorable Assin. So impressive, so impressive. I mean, you take the Thursday, 3rd June parliamentary Hansard, the maiden statement he made. Absolutely phenomenal. He focused his maiden statement on sanitation and water supply, and the depth of intellect he brought to bear, the level of research that he brought to bear, and how he announced, if you look at column 081, a new initiative in his constituency about good sanitation and clean water supply. And those of us who have gone to Assin North are really impressed. And you talk to the folks there, the various department heads, and they tell you about his initiatives. Very, very impressive. I mean, and this is the Hansard of 3rd June 2021. You take the Hansard of 18 February 2022, and you see his exchanges with the Minister for Energy. Column 65. Mr. James Jachi Assin to ask the Minister for Energy what steps the ministry is taking to connect the foreign communities to the Assin North constituency to the national grid. And he lists them: Kanan, Tatra, Kwanta, Eninkraja, Cheikrom, Subenso, Duenachere, Aite, Gold Coast Camp, Kokwado, Krofufodo, Adawu, Kwekwedu, Agboja. You know, beautiful exchanges. He's such a fine mind.
As a first timer in Parliament.
Yes, a first timer in Parliament. And despite all of the persecution, all the hounding that was going on, he still made time for his parliamentary duties. Friday, 12 November 2021, you take the official report, and you see the questions that he filed relating to the roads sector. Mr. Assin to ask the Minister for Roads and the Roads and Highways when Jakundu Engineering would be paid for the 20% work done so far on the Assin Breku town roads and the Breku to Ninchinsu Road in the Assin North constituency to enable the contractor go back to site. And once again, beautiful exchanges. He does his research very well. You come to column 57. He had in his hands the IPCs and all of that, put them before the Roads Minister, asking for the payment to be made. I mean, in the health sector, you take the Hansard of Friday, 28 May 2021, and once again, you see his brilliant submissions. So this has been a very active member of Parliament. The people of Assin North could not have voted for any better candidate, you know. And here he made a statement on the need to improve health delivery after he had taught 20 health centers, column 016.
In his constituency. Okay.
And he brought a very compelling report to the House. 5th November 2021, Assin was again on his feet, you know, taking on the Minister for Roads and Highways about town roads in his constituency, how the cocoa roads had been abandoned from Ningo to Intokrom. You know, so, I mean, I can go on and on. I mean, can you imagine a member of Parliament who is being hounded, is always in court? Did they want him out? They are persecuting him. maligning him, and yet he made time for all of these contributions, and indelibly he's made a mark.
Right.
That the Parliament of Ghana will always salute him for.
Right.
But let me conclude on a concern we have. It's unfortunate we don't have time. I call on the Electoral Commission to immediately call all the parties and reconcile the data. I hold in my hands here the register, and I had a meeting with our Elections Directorate in Assin North. Will you believe that strange names have found their way into the register when you compare the 2020 register, which was used for the voting, to the current register? Because there hasn't been any new registration. First-time voters have not been registered. So how is it that if you take the electoral register, we are seeing additions, strange names? So it's one of the major issues that we are going to be raising later today.
The Assin register,
in the Assin North register.
Okay.
Yes, and I call on the Electoral Commission to immediately call all the parties and explain how come this is happening. I mean, you take the register at the polling station code is B170705B, Catholic Primary School, Assin. The 2020 register does not tally with the 2023 one, which has been provided for this Tuesday's election.
Okay, I get it.
Additional names added. Same for Funeral Grounds Breku polling station. Additional names added. Same for DAJSS Breku. Additional names have been added in the current register. You know, very troubling developments.
So where are the additional names?
So there, you go to the last page. So let me demonstrate.
If you can demonstrate one with him,
yes,
at least one.
Yes. So the one that has been marked, this one, that's the additional
yellow one.
Yes, that's the additional.
There's an additional name.
Yes. And then you take this one. These are also additional names at the Catholic Primary School, Assin.
And you've brought it to the notice of the Electoral Commission.
Yes, they'll be doing that this morning. I was tasked that since I was going to be on air this morning, I should also re-echo the point so that the Electoral Commission.
Whenever I say PENDREAM TV, PENDREAM TV, there, I see them,